Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we are battling for week number 8 of season number 7 of the WPL. Up against DSGaming and his Birmingham Vulpix. We really want to try to pick up a win right here, especially after our really terrible loss last week. We kind of got robbed due to a freeze hacks, but definitely want to try to bounce back this week because we want to try to keep at the top of the leaderboard because a lot of the other teams are also 5-2 right now. They're probably going to be winning a lot of matches and moving up to 6-2, so we want to try to do the same right here. My opponent, DSGaming, actually, we faced him 3 times last season, twice in the regular season and once in the playoffs. We ended up going 1-1 in the regular season, and then he ended up knocking me out of the playoffs, so that was definitely very unfortunate, and he actually ended up winning the entire thing, so he is the reigning WPL champion right here, so hopefully we can go ahead and take him down and try to pick up a win right here. Let's just go ahead and hop right into team previews. So this is a really offensive team right here. We have a Focus Sash lead Cobalion, which Cobalion matches up really well, but I think Rocks are really key in winning this game right here, just because he has the Charizard. I can break potential Focus Sashes on potential things like Hoopa, perhaps the Lycanroc if he doesn't end up leading with that. And it also puts the Xurkitree in range of my Mega Deontay's Earth Power 100%, so really want to try to prioritize Stealth Rocks right here. Then we have a Rock Polish Deontay right here with 3 attacks, basically just a nice sweeper late game. I believe we actually carried HP Poison on it to help out with the Tapu Bulu, so hopefully we can go ahead and show that off. Maybe Mega Deontay can pick up a nice sweep. Then we have a Dragon Dance Zygarde right here. I'm actually not bringing Choice Band. He had 2 really great Choice Band Zygarde switch-ins and Tapu Bulu, and he had a potential Palossand, which is definitely a very viable option as well. So we're going with the Dragon Dance right here, and we actually pack the Sludge Wave to hit the Tapu Bulu, so that's really great too. Lots of poison coverage on this team. Then we just have a nice Torn right here with 3 attacks plus Defog, knock off Hurricane, and we actually have the Sludge Wave on this too, just to help out with the Tapu Bulu, because I really don't like risking Hurricane, especially when Tapu Bulu is a Z-move user, so he could have like Roxy on that thing. Then we have an AV Raikou right here, pretty much designed to take on any variant of non-Z Hypnosis Xurkitree. We have a tech on our Cofagrigus right here, which is designed to help out with the Xurkitree right here, but it's pretty much designed to help out with that. Doesn't really do much else otherwise, it's kind of blown back by everything. And then finally our Cofagrigus right here, which is pretty much to stop his 2 main sweepers. He has the Z-Hypnosis Xurkitree, which we're actually taking a Chesto Berry for. I know that's very interesting, but say he goes for the Z-Hypnosis, he can't knock me out with a T-Bolt after I wake up due to the Chesto Berry. I can get up the Trick Room, and then I can go ahead and start spamming Shadow Ball against that thing. And we also do take a hit naturally from +1 Mega Charizard X. This is Flare Blitz, so that's definitely very nice too. So it's kind of just a safety button against those 2 Pokemon, but if we do weaken everything, he actually doesn't have a Ghost Resist, so Shadow Ball could be a cool win condition, but I don't really see that working out. So looking at his potential leads, I'm thinking they're probably going to be the Lycanroc Day, or potentially a Scarf Hoopa. Scarf Hoopa does really well right here. He could potentially have Steel coverage for my Deontay, and Adamant Scarf Hyperspace Fury actually has the role to knock out my Raikou and my Tornadus, so definitely want to keep that all in mind. But I'm going to go right here with my initial plan and just lead off with my Sash Cobalion, as he does lead off with the Lycanroc. So I'm assuming this is just some sort of Rocks variant, and kind of expecting the taunt right here. I just go right for the attack, as that's exactly what he does. Glad I attacked right here. Unfortunately, I am not carrying the Vacuum Wave, so he's going to be getting up his Rocks right here. That's totally cool. I can go ahead and knock him out. And because I have a Focus Sash, I can actually... the taunt's going to wear off this turn, so I can go ahead and... he's going to click Fake Out, of course, and I can go ahead and have the taunt wear off, and I can get up my own Rocks right here, so... he reveals to be Guts, which is a really great set against me. Going to be able to knock me out, but that's totally fine. I got up Rocks right here for the Zard, and now I can just go ahead and bring in my Torn. Don't want to go Deontay because he could have Bullet Punch, so... he's going to switch out here into his Hoopa. As I just go right for the safe Titanium Z, it would have been able to knock out the Hariyama with the drops, and I really don't want to risk Hurricane missing, as this is already starting to get kind of unlucky. He goes for the Zen Headbutt and flinched me. I would have need to hit a Hurricane through the Zen Headbutt flinch. I didn't have U-turn. My only other move was Knockoff, so I kind of had to bank off of hitting a Hurricane too, so realistically the chance of me not getting flinched and hitting a Hurricane is still in my favor, but not very great, so he's going to be able to knock me out with 2 Zen Headbutts. So I guess there was always the possibility of him missing too. And right here, the bad luck streak kind of continues. He goes for the Zen Headbutt, gets a crit as I go for that Dragon Dance, which is really unfortunate, but I can go ahead and knock out the Hoopa right here, as he's actually going to go out into the Hariyama. I found this very interesting because he goes for the Fake Out, and it does quite a bit of damage to me, but I can go ahead and just fire off 1,000 arrows right now, which we'll actually see. He would have lived that hit with the Hariyama, but he actually decided to switch it out right here, and now I'm going to be getting recovery with my Zygarde. And as I do say, I do have the Sludge Wave for this Tapu Bulu right here, so I can go ahead and knock that out. And right here, I pretty much have game locked up as long as I get this roll, but unfortunately, as I mentioned, he's going to go for the Fake Out first hand, which is definitely his best play. And Bullet Punch is a roll, definitely don't think he wants to go for that. I go right here for the 1,000 Arrows. He does end up going for the Bullet Punch and doesn't get the roll, but he also lives on 1%, and due to grassy terrain, he's actually going to be able to survive and knock me out with 2 Bullet Punches. I don't actually have Extreme Speed on this set, which was really terrible, so now the game kind of just comes down to whether several things happen. I need to try to get a Rock Polish up with my Deontay. He goes for the Bullet Punch right here since it dies on entry, and he's just going to take a little bit of chip damage. Sort of interesting because I could have tried to set up right there, but why would I do that at that point? So out comes OPJellicent, which is actually I think named after me, but I can go ahead and hit this up with the Memento. And here I actually nearly choked the game, as you guys are going to see. So my thought process here is I don't want to Mega Evolve, and I just want to go for the attack, but the problem is I'm going to be forced to Mega Evolve against the Charizard, and then he could potentially sweep me with Scarf Energy Ball. So my best play right here was to Rock Polish always, but the thought process right here was in case he shook a berry and I went for the Rock Polish, then he would have been able to knock me out with 2 Thunderbolts or like a Thunderbolt crit. Not quite sure what the rules were, so I figured my best decision right here was just to go for it for the Moonblast in regular form, try to knock this thing out by 1v1, and then I can just go ahead and Mega Evolve against the Zard. But unfortunately, as you guys are going to see, we're both going to Mega Evolve. I'm forced to Mega right here, go for the Power Gem, and now he brings out the Circuitry, and I am in range of Energy Ball right here. So if he has Energy Ball, my AV Raikou cannot knock it out, and he will 2-hit KO me with Scarf Energy Ball if that is what it is. So I really should have Rock Polish right here, really bad play on my part. But he only has Thunderbolt right here, as you guys are going to see. We're able to go ahead and live that hit, and Moonblast will be knocking him out right now. So we're able to go ahead and pick up the 2-0 win. I definitely think Zygarde would have had that 4-0 had he just not crit the Zen Headbutt with Hoopa originally, but what can you do about that? We lost 2 differential right there, unfortunately, but hey, a win's a win. I'll definitely take it, and we're able to go ahead and get revenge on DS for knocking us out of the playoffs last season, which is definitely very cool, and we're going to go ahead and move up to that nice 6-2 record right here. I believe DS is now 4-4, so he needs to win quite a few matches to be able to get back into the rankings right here. But yeah, that's going to be the game. I did hope you guys enjoyed, of course. Next week we face Latios Azurill and the Philadelphia Frogies, who has actually been in the WPL for quite a while. We faced him in Season 3 playoffs and Season 4 and 5, so should be an exciting game to look forward to, and I'll see you all then. Later.